Hi students, how are you? Today we can begin our next lesson. That is chapter 10, Reaching the Age of Adolescence. In the previous chapter, you have learned how animals reproduce. It is only after growing up to a certain age that human beings and animals can reproduce. Now, why can human beings reproduce only after a certain age? Why human beings or animals are not able to reproduce from their younger stages itself? So, in this chapter, you will learn about changes that take place in human body after which a person becomes capable of reproduction. So what are the changes that is taking place in the body of human beings that make that person to reproduce? So in chapter 9, last lesson, you have learned about human reproductive organ. Here we shall discuss the role that hormones play in bringing about changes that make a child grow into an adult. So our first topic is adolescence and puberty. Adolescence and puberty. So growth begins from the day one is born. But upon crossing the age of 10 or 11, there is a sudden increase in growth which becomes noticeable. At this age, so many changes take place in the body. And the changes taking place in the body are part of growing up. And these changes indicates that you are no longer a child, but the way to becoming an adult. And this is a natural process. And the period of life when the body undergoes changes leading to reproductive maturity is called adolescence. So the period during which so many changes take place in the body of a child to become an adult, that period is called adolescence. And now all of you are in this stage. So a child in this adolescence period, that child is called as an adolescent. Adolescent. Okay, so that child is called adolescent. And adolescence begins around the age of 11 and it lasts up to 18 or 19 years of age. So this period covers the teens. Teens means 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. All the teens are coming in this adolescence period. So since this period covers the teens, that is from 13 to 19, the children in this age are also called as teenagers because they are in the teens. So they are called as teenagers. Okay. So they are called as adolescents or they are known as teenagers. Okay. And in boys and girls, we can see a slight difference in the beginning of adolescence age. In girls, adolescence age may begin a year or 2 years earlier than that of boys. And not only in boys and girls, we can see the adolescence period varies from person to person. Okay, so in girls, adolescence age begins earlier than that in boys and it also varies from person to person. And which are the stages in the life cycle of a human being? There are 7 stages in human beings. That is infancy, early childhood, middle childhood, then adolescence, early adulthood, middle adulthood, and last is old age. So the different stages are infancy, childhood, adolescence, adulthood, and old age. So adolescence is one stage in the life cycle of a human being. Okay, so that is one stage in our life cycle. Then what about puberty? Puberty is the phase where a child's physical and sexual characteristics start to mature. Okay, so what is the difference between adolescence and puberty? Adolescence is defined as the period between the onset of puberty and adulthood. So adolescence is a time period or a stage in our life cycle. But puberty means it is the phase where a child's physical and sexual characteristics start to mature. When the physical and sexual characteristics start to mature, that phase is called as puberty. Adolescence means the time period between puberty and next stage is what? Adulthood. So that period is called as adolescence. Okay. So the human body undergoes several changes during adolescence, and these changes mark the onset of puberty. And the most important change which marks puberty is that boys and girls become capable of reproduction. So many changes take place in the body of boys and girls, and they become capable of reproduction. And this puberty ends when an adolescent reaches reproductive maturity. Okay, so the changes begin, that stage is called puberty, and it ends when the person or boy or girl reaches the reproductive maturity also. Now our next topic is changes at puberty. So we know so many changes are taking place in the body of boys and girls, and now we can discuss what are the changes that is taking place in the body of boys and girls. And the most noticeable change during puberty is what? Sudden increase in height. You have noticed that, no? So when you meet your friends after vacation, you can see that there is an increase in their height and all. So during adolescence age, you can see first noticeable change is that this is sudden change in or sudden increase in the height. So what happens at this time? The bones of the arms and legs elongate and make a person tall. So the length of the bones of arm and leg increases and the person becomes tall. So here there is a chart in your textbook, and this chart gives the average rate of growth in height of boys and girls with age. So you look at that table. So here in this table, here you can see the age of the person, and this first and second columns give the percentage of height of a person that has reached at the this age. So here percentage of height of boys reached at this age, and here you can see percentage of height the girls reached at this height. And by looking at this, we can calculate the full height of a person or height of a grown-up person, or what will be the height of this child when that child become adult. Now we can look at this chart and calculate the full height of a child. Okay, so to calculate the full height, we can divide present height that should be in centimeter divided by percentage of full height at this age. Full height at this age into 100. Okay, so by doing this, you can calculate your own height, or what will be your height when you become an adult. You can calculate yourself. So for this, there is one example in your textbook. That is, a boy is 9 years old and 120 centimeter tall. So how we can calculate his height? What will be his height when he become adult? So present height is given, that is 120 centimeter divided by percentage of full height at this age. He is 9 years old. So what is the percentage? 75%. So divided by 75 into 100. So what is it? It is 160 centimeter. So this child, now he is 120 centimeter at the age of 9. So what will be his height at when he become an adult? His height will be 160 centimeter. So by looking at this table, you can calculate your own height. Now you look at this table here at the age of 8. What about the percentage of height in boys? Boys only 72%. But what about girls' percentage of height? They attain about 77% of their height. So here girls grow faster than boys. Okay, but at 9 years, boys will reach only about 75% of their height, but girls will reach about 81% of height. So girls are growing faster than boys. But you look at the age of 18. By the age of 18, boys attain 100% of their height, and girls also attain 100% of their height. So initially girls grow faster than boys, but by about 18 years of age, we can see both reach their maximum height. And the rate of growth in height that varies in different individuals. Some may grow suddenly at puberty and then slow down, while others may grow gradually, slowly only. So you can see some difference in different individuals also. Now, our Paheli have a problem. What is it? She is telling, I am worried. Though I have become taller, my face looks much smaller compared to my body. So, what is the reason here? Because all parts of the body do not grow at the same rate. So, sometimes the arms and legs or hands and feet of adolescents look oversized because first they will increase in length. So, they may look oversized and out of proportion with the body. But afterwards what happen? Soon other parts catch up and result in a proportionate body. Okay, so during adolescence, first arms and legs increase in length, so they may look, that parts may look oversized, but afterwards what happens? Other parts also grow and all parts will be proportionate. Okay. And you know, if the parents are very tall, what about the children? Usually their children also will be very tall. And if parents are short, their children also will become short. So what is the reason? Here the height of an individual is more or less similar to that of some family members. Why? Because height depends on the genes inherited from parents. So we know this is our adolescence period, that is the growing stage. So it is very important to eat the right kind of food during these growing years. So this helps the bones, muscles and other parts of the body get adequate nourishment for growth. So we can discuss about the nutritional needs of adolescents later in this lesson. So here we were discussing about the changes in puberty. And first we were discussing about increase in height. Okay. Next, we can discuss about the change in body shape. So, during adolescent stage or during puberty, we can see so many changes in the body shape of boys and girls also. And the changes occurring in the body of boys and girls are different. In boys, the muscles of the body grow more prominent than that of girls. And their shoulders generally broaden. So, the shoulders of boys will become broad. And in girls, the region below their waist becomes wider. So these are the changes in body shapes. So in boys, their muscles become stronger and their shoulders become wider. And in girls, the region below their waist becomes wider. Then the next change is change in voice. So next is voice change. So you know, you can see there will be some change in voice during adolescence age. So we have our voice box, what is called as larynx, that is in our neck region. And at puberty, this voice box begins to grow. And boys develop larger voice boxes. And this growing voice box in boys can be seen as a protruding part of the throat called Adam's apple. You have noticed it, no? In some boys, we can see it will protrude outside and it is called as Adam's apple. So in boys have a larger voice box. And in adolescent boys, sometimes the muscles of the growing voice box go out of control and the voice becomes hoarse. Have you noticed that in some of your friends? This state remains for a few days or weeks, and after that the voice becomes normal also. Okay, so you can notice a change in voice in boys during their adolescence age. So it is due to the growth of their voice box, and sometimes the growing muscles will go out of control, then the voice becomes hoarse also. And in girls, the larynx is very small, so it is not visible from outside. So we can't see it from outside. Generally, the girls have a high-pitched sound or high-pitched voice, whereas boys have a deep voice also. Okay. So that is about voice change. The next change that is taking place during adolescence is the increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. Sebaceous glands means oil glands. Okay, so increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. So glands become more active during this adolescence age. So during puberty, the secretion of sweat glands and sebaceous glands increases. So more sweat will be produced during this age, and many young people get acne and pimples on the face at this time. You have noticed that now? So why? Because of the increased activity of these sweat glands and sebaceous glands in the skin, the acne and pimples are produced. Okay. The next change is in the development of sex organs. Development of sex organs. Sex organs. In last lesson, we have already discussed about the development of sex organ. So, which is the male reproductive organ? A pair of testes and penis. So, at puberty, male sex organs like testes and penis develop completely. And the testes also begin to produce the male gamete sperms. And in girls also, the ovaries enlarge and eggs begin to mature. Also, ovaries start releasing these mature eggs. Okay. The next topic is reaching mental, emotional and intellectual maturity. So we saw so many changes in the body of these adolescents. So not only physical changes, we can see mental, emotional and intellectual maturity also during this age. Adolescence is a period of change in a person's way of thinking. Adolescents are more independent than before and are also self-conscious. Intellectual development takes place and they tend to spend considerable time thinking. In fact, it is often the time in one's life when the brain has the greatest capacity for learning. Sometimes, however, an adolescent may feel insecure while trying to adjust to the changes in the body and mind. But as adolescent learners, you should know that there is no reason to feel insecure. These changes are a natural part of growing up. Rapid changes in the development of the brain and in the production of hormones during adolescence cause mental and emotional disturbances. The adolescent loses the consideration and freedom of a child which he or she used to enjoy. At the same time, he or she does not get recognition as an adult either. It causes identity crisis. A lack of awareness about one's personality during this period leads to immature decision making. As a result, an adolescent may fall prey to evil influences such as imitation tendency, misuse of mobile phones and internet, bad friendship, and bad habits. It is essential to overcome these challenges and keep away from exploitations and temptations. In short, your ability to say no to whoever approaches you with wrong intentions will protect you from dangers. So, my dear students, adolescence is a period of so many changes. We saw so many physical changes are taking place. And so don't feel insecure while trying to adjust to the changes in the body and mind. These changes are a natural part of growing up. So don't feel any kind of difficulty in it. And it is a period of challenges also. So my dear students, you should develop the ability to say no to whoever approaches you with wrong intentions. Okay. So we were discussing about the changes during the adolescence age or during puberty. We saw during puberty the height increases, then body shape changes, voice changes, and also sex organs, development of sex organs take place. And also we can see it is the age during which a child reaches the mental, intellectual and emotional maturity also. Okay, then our next topic is secondary sexual characters. About that we can discuss in our next class. Okay, bye.